I'm Mona Gassemian. I'm a senior lecturer at University of Greenwich and a visiting researcher at King's College London. We have a special interest on using cloud simply because we have project related, and we think that perhaps in less than a year time our system will actually scale up to the level that we probably be a user of the cloud. So we want to make sure that we keep an eye on the horizon and see the complexities or legal issues and security issues related to cloud and these projects that we are involved. I'm mostly working on smart homes and ambient environments, and one of the projects that we are involved at this point is sensing the information to be able to remotely monitor elderly. And this is an age group, so it's a huge market, and that's a promising sign for our work to know that eventually the level of the data will actually be on the scale that we probably be the user of the cloud. Yeah, so I have actually joined sometime in February for the first time one of your events, and I really enjoyed the organization of it. It was one of the unique ones that I've ever attended the past couple of years, being in the working and collaborating with industry and universities. And this particular one was mostly about security and legal issues, and a lot of people working in IT. We know there is something there, and it's usually just come back to our face from the customer, knowing that is the data safe or where are you storing. So we need to have an eye, and we need to have the knowledge, related knowledge about this area as well. So for me, what the speakers actually brought up today was very informative, and I think it definitely worth the time spending here. As I mentioned, we are actually looking into perhaps using cloud in near future. And it's very important when you want to actually put up your business model to know what are the risks, what are your rights, who you should talk to, and who are the expertise. So a bit of networking was one of the reasons for me to attend today, as well as knowing that the event is usually running well and it's informative, it's good quality, and really worth the time attending it. That's why I actually attended today as well. Data ownership, that's the main thing for the users. It's good to know what level of ownership users actually should expect and what are the complications to provide that ownership. So there was a keynote talk by Microsoft some time ago that I was attending, and it was like this ideal horizon of data ownership, that you own the data if you can control it, if you can access it, and if you can transport it to another domain when you want, and also have the authority to destroy it when you want. So that's the terminology of data ownership. And this is kind of the ideal side, which mostly business may not actually like that idea because of, okay, they need to keep their customer, they want to have the data. So in a sense, they actually got to provide the services that they have invested on, so they can actually have their business up and running and take out something from the investment. So it's a kind of a two-edged knife. So there is one side is the customer, so you need to know what rights they have and what is it that they are looking for, and on the other side is the limitations from the business side, that okay, they have the right, they are putting all these investments, so they need to have kind of security that they will get something out of the investment that they provide. So we are kind of in between, so we need to have an idea about what are the limitations, so what is the level that we can ask the business to provide to us, and also explain to the customer how much of this data control they really need, and what is the cost if they really want to have that ideal level. So for that side, to interface this and deploy in our research, these are the reasons that we need to be informed about the situation at this point. Yes, I think it's ongoing. It's a lot of work, research, presentations, white papers, publications. Projects are actually testing these ideas. There are things that everybody likes, but the limitations are always there to actually to meet those limitations. So questions I have cannot be necessarily be answered in a forum, but these are things that you need to actually keep updated and try to have the contact with people, pioneers in the field, which is very much helpful at this point. Yeah, that's actually one of the reasons I actually came along today. There was another talk in IET about a year and a half ago, and we have actually met another technology solicitor, and I realized that what we are lacking on the IT sector, to have solicitors or technology solicitors that they are fully aware of the legislation for the data acts, as well as the network security and privacy and the trust issues, as well as the expertise we have in IT. So people who are actually working on the two sides of these two interfaces are really on demand. There are not many that you can find in the field. So Jagimar is one of the kind that I've actually met the past couple of years, as well as the other speaker in IET about a year and a half ago. So there are not many similar expertise in the field. So once you find one of them, you need to actually listen to their thoughts and what they have actually come up with.